Joey Gase put the blame on William Sawalich after his driver, Katherine Legge, stopped in the middle of the turn during the Xfinity Series race at Rockingham. Sawalich attempted to dive to the bottom, but was unable to avoid Legge's slowing car and plowed into the back of her, sending her up and into the outside wall about 50 laps into the race, ending her day. Just before we get to what Joey Gase says, obviously you can see it on the screen, but let's kind of paint the picture here a little bit. This is over on Racing America on Sports Illustrated from Toby Christie, and he notes that the day started with Legge failing to lock her way into the starting grid for the NASCAR Xfinity Series North Carolina Education Lottery 250 in the number 32 Jordan Anderson Racing Chevrolet. So you're wondering, well, how is she in Joey Gase's car? Well, after a deal was made between the Anderson team and Joey Gase Motorsports, a driver swap took place, which put Legge behind the wheel of the number 53 car for Saturday's race. That meant J.J. Yaley was not in the ride, which he should have been in, which he qualified for. And then they go on and talk about the incident that happened. Let's just take a look at it right here from the CW Sports, and we'll actually listen to the feed here as well from Jamie McMurray as they clearly talk about how Legge slowed up in the middle of the corner and Sawalich had nowhere to go.
As we were riding on board with William Sawalich, it just looked like the 53 overslowed that corner by a lot, and I mean, we were on board with William, and it seemed odd how much she slowed down.
She's been put in a really tough position here, being in this car after not obviously practicing this car, jumping in it for the race. Obviously, a lot of sponsorship behind her there that wanted to be in this race after they missed it, and it's just not an unfamiliar race car, already trying to learn the Xfinity Series at a really tough racetrack, and to be put in this position with the leaders trying to go by, really unfortunate.
So there you go. That's what happened. It does indeed look like she slowed significantly. The car maybe got a little bit disturbed there as Nick Sanchez was passing for her, and Sawalich just did not have enough time to kind of react there going into the corner. And Joey Gase put the blame on Sawalich, said, and this is why this Joe Gibbs driver is 24th in points. Sad. Katherine Legge was doing a hell of a job. I think she was actually 2 laps down at that point. So I guess maybe you can say that she's kept the wheels under her. Was a good of a job, but you can see here most people are kind of roasting Joey Gase here. This guy says, "Why did she check up? Great way to get left reared." I understand you're the owner, but sometimes you shouldn't take the money when you know you're going to end up with a wrecked race car. Got to look at the bigger picture. Well, so far it's a 2 out of 2 common denominator. Let's wait and see what happens on the third one. Brother, what? Well, he's done it again. This other person, Travis M, says, F you and your DEI driver. She had zero business in the race. I mean, maybe tell your driver not to run the leader's line and park it in front of them. One person was standing with Legge, one of the few, saying, I stand with Legge. Legge did nothing wrong. Sawalich clearly ran her over. Another person says, Bud, she became a rolling chicane in a split second. What was Sawalich supposed to do? No reason for her to slow down that much. Other people telling him to delete it. I think it's pretty clear that she did indeed slow down. She probably should have been told over the radio to get a lot higher because the leaders were coming and get out of their way. She probably was also shown that blue and black flag to move out of the way, or blue and yellow, to get out of the way, and she's still kind of running that line. So I think the blame is not on William Sawalich in this case, clearly on Katherine Legge here. If we go back over to this Sports Illustrated article here, we also have some comments from Legge herself that she made after she exited the infield care center. And she says, I'm fine. I'm just exacerbated. I think I must have been really bad in a previous life or something because it's a bit unlucky. There's not much I could do. And then I just got taken out by Sawalich. It is what it is in that situation. I mean, I had given the inside lane to whoever had just gone past me. I thought we were going to finish the corner, but he just moved up the racetrack and understeered straight into my left rear. So not much you can do. So she obviously putting all the blame there on William Sawalich. She went on and said, I was settling in and actually we were doing great. I think the car wasn't the car I was used to driving in practice yesterday. So it took me 20 laps or so to get used to it. But then we were just hanging with the pack there. And I was thinking, okay, I'm getting experience. And my goal was just to finish right. And then when you get taken out, you get hit like that, there's literally nothing you can do. I don't have a disappear button on my steering wheel. I just find it really hard to believe that she's just playing the victim here, that William Sawalich intentionally decided to run her over while he is racing with the lead lap cars. Just seems utterly ridiculous to think that that is what he was trying to do. And I have a feeling that he probably did try to avoid her. But as we've seen, it's hard to change lanes once you go into the turns. Even we saw Justin Bonsignor, a veteran driver, won multiple wheel and modified championships, got loose underneath Sheldon Creed, was unable to hold on to it. He got lucky Creed was there, but it ended up ending Creed's day. And it's very, very difficult to kind of switch lanes there. And she was just significantly off the pace, and her spotter should have moved her up the track before they went into the turn there. So I think the blame is clearly on that Joey Gase team. Should have got out of the way of the lead cars there, especially being 2 laps down. She likely was not even in position for the lucky dog. But again, let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.